I don't need any of those things to hold the post vertical, because the steel with the steel plate and the channel thing will hold the post vertical, hopefully. This is the case with the gazebo build that I made. So as you can see, there is 0 diagonal supports on the thing. There's just posts and the roof. This also, it's pretty sturdy. Now this was achieved by that is sheet channel, 160 millimeters, 2 pieces of it welded together, and the posts have been installed inside the channel and locked in place with a bunch of bolts or screws. I wanted to do something similar for the sawmill shed build, because I want to leave the front end fully open, and if I had to put some diagonal supports on every post, that would kind of defeat the openness situation. Well, technically I don't really need to add them on every post. I think like 1 should be enough, so maybe it's not that big of a deal, but I still wanted to go through it with that idea until, well, I found out how much actually steel costs. So 8 pieces of sheet channel and 8 pieces of that plate. Those guys wanted like $800 for them. It's like 50 bucks for a piece of steel. I mean, not worth it, I think. So I'm gonna go with the traditional setup. And let's get to work, man. First things first, I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do this. Let's do the corner posts first. 4 main corner posts, then figure out where the rest need to be. I think like 50 should be fine, right? Yes, Mr. Door, I agree. Actually, didn't I add a wider piece than this? Look at that. It's better if I just have one. I think it's better if I just had one, right? Get that nice little gap between the concrete and wood. And if I add a two, then the water can still get between the pieces. So let's just add one. Should be shorter, to be honest. Something like that. Yeah, I think this will work pretty good. Now, as you guys remember, I hammered in violence to the corner, so I'm hoping that's enough to keep the corner from breaking off from the rest of the concrete. I think it should be enough, but I'm not gonna add it directly at the corner. I think like somewhere here should be fine. Post there somewhere. Gonna try to find some posts now. I want the corner pieces to be a bit thicker, although I think it doesn't really matter. I think here I only have long pieces, at least that's how I remember it. I have something here. Nothing in particular useful. We do have something here. Yeah, I got all the posts down here, man. What the hell? Why are they down? They should be up somewhere. As always, if you need something, it's buried under grab. Not fair. Oh man, I think that's maybe a bit... Maybe that's a bit too tall. I mean, I definitely don't need this shed to be super tall. Actually, the rear needs to be shorter than the front because of the roof design. Maybe it's fine though. think I'm gonna put that to the front end, and then the back end will be a bit shorter. By the way, I'm just temporarily securing the posts. These are temporary supports. This is necessary because well, I can't really build on top of them if they're like about to fall over. So yeah, that's because that. But there's something going on at my, well, the abandoned homestead right next to me. There's a mini excavator there working in the forest. It looks like it's clearing some trees. Honestly, I've never seen anyone there. So this is kind of new to me. Now ATV has arrived. So interesting. Whatever, man. I have more important things to do. Sadly, I don't have any more of those posts, at least the same thickness as that. I do have one which is a little bit thicker, and the remaining are just 6x6s, sadly. So I think I'm gonna throw that on the sawmill, maybe cut it to the same size as that, which is 8x8. At least then it would look professional, right? Or I can skip that nonsense and just put it there. What a smoker. What a smoker.
laboratory.
Yeah, who put that thing there?
With an ass cloud.
Oh, don't mind me, guys. I'm just casually playing in mud. Now I removed all the mud from this area, so luckily I have this bit here, which is very good. Look at that, man. Stupid ass Joseph. Guy destroyed like half the log, man. You clown! Get over here. Explain yourself. What is this? Does anyone want a block of wood? It's a bit broken, but 6% discount. Then we'll let it go. Oi, 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 oi. Ora, zeker kaderwijzer. Oh. Ten by 10, guys. Sorry, 8 by 8. But I think it's green. It's very heavy. Man, I'm so glad I did not remove those wooden dinghies inside the concrete. They're just so useful right now. Okay, well, I think I got my 4 main posts nicely in place now. Guy's a hard worker, I guess. Now, all in all, I'm planning to put, well, 4 posts on one side and 4 posts on the other side. The 2 supports that will be in the middle, though, currently I'm not sure where exactly I need to place them. That kind of depends once I dig out my lumber pile and see what type of length I have beam wise. But you know, the back end, it's not that important. I can actually place more supports there than I need, but the front end is a bit more demanding. Basically, what are you doing? It's complete night mode. The viewer can't see squat. Just pick this up tomorrow, man. Okay. Hi. Where was I? Oh yeah, the front. Something to do with demanding part. So obviously I can't put a post right in front of the sawmill. So my only option is that it's gonna be there, and then I can have another one there. But at the back end it doesn't really matter. I can put as many as I'd like. But before we do the front end, we have to do the back end. And actually I gave it some thought, and no, I did get a little bit more of those 6x6s. So instead of 2, I think I'm gonna put at least 3, maybe even 4. Yeah, don't want too much back here, but I think I need at least 3, bare minimal. First things first, though, I gotta figure out what's going on under here. I'm just not sure what well, I can't remember what I exactly put here. I think it was something like 12 by 12s or 8 by 8s or something like that. Looks like I got some 4 pieces of, I assume that's 6 by 12s, and 1, 2, 3 pieces of go baby go. You need more speed. By the way, that was energy wood. They're hacking up wood somewhere there, so that was completely filled with wood chips. It's a little bit over 6 meters. So these were made on my old bandsaw bed, and originally I had a completely different project for them. Now, for those who know, then congratulations. Here, have a cookie. No? Sumi. So I think I'm gonna use the bigger piece for the front end and that for the back end. I need at least 3 for each side. And I got 3 of those and 4 of those. So we're good. But the problem is that... So we're good. No problem, man. No problemo. Nyt 2 oli jo. Ups. Minä ei tiedä. Perseus lisää. So guys, the 2 different strings. It's actually pretty ingenious. So this one will give me the height, what the remaining posts need to be. And the second one there, which is a bit lower, gives me the back, or the back area where the post needs to stop. 2 birds with 1 stone. That type of situation again. I love that. I'm gonna go with 3 posts. I don't think I need 4. with you stupid ass. Relatively. It seems relatively flat. Maybe the center post there, need to cut that slightly. But overall looks pretty good. Kogu aeg nihud. Põlema panna üldse. Siit ei põle ka. I mean, check this out, guys. This is birch. Look how straight it is. I mean, for its size, and considering the fact this is birch, and also the fact that it's been sitting there for like 2 years at least, this thing is remarkably straight. I've even had pine and spruce beams that are not this straight. Oh, we do have some type of defect here though. Yeah, I remember now. Check that out. So while I was cutting it, the thing split very violently. I remember one of those logs did that. Minding my own business, cutting lumber, and then suddenly pop. It's just split here, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. Still seems pretty strong. I don't think it's gonna matter really. What a straight boy. Bitch. I do need to cut a couple of notches in it though. Fun fact though, if it's green, it's super easy to cut it. But if it's dry like this, man, that's like concrete. Almost. But it's my concrete. My stupid ass concrete is not even that strong. Don't need that part. It's just gonna get in the way. What do you reckon, guys, how much the connection joint should be? I mean, it should be pretty good, right? Actually, guys, I'm gonna do 1/2 meter connection. Then I need only 3 pieces. I don't need the 4th. If I go 1 meter, then apparently I need a 4th as well. Should be fine still. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my homemade crane thingy. Normally I would be able to manage with forks, but not in this spot. I can't really drive on the bandsaw bed itself. With the crane though, I should be able to reach. Executed like a professional. That actually runs pretty good. I am overly impressed. Although ja, ta 5 senti, ei. Oh my. Crap balls, that's heavy. Guys, I just got a cool idea. Dude, we could use this like a battering ram to break through doors. What do you think? Let's go break down local shopping mall doors. I will bleed insanity and maybe we'll get out in a couple of days. No siia tegelikult saaks võib-olla rohkem panna. Vist ongi täpselt 6 meetrit. Jah. Oh boy. What a sneaky bastard, man. I just resharpened that piece of crap. Sneaky, stupid rock. So, by the way, night mode again, man. I almost got nothing done today. Just a couple of stupid posts and a giant log. This is so unfair. I hate this. 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. right now. And it's bedtime. It's BS. Too bad Joseph is not strong enough. I mean, to change the tilt of the earth. That will help a lot. Could give me some extra hours per day. Or maybe I should move to the North Pole. Get plenty of daylight there. What do you think, guys? Yeah, I agree. Go to bed. Hopefully I'm gonna dream about a bunch of sunlight. Okay guys, so it's basically been like raining for 4 days straight now, and it was also raining in the morning, so I figured, hey, let's go waste some money. I need the supplies anyway. So I got my rain gutters there and some panels that I was missing. About the panels though, there is like a small glitch, but I'm gonna explain the glitch once I get to the installation part. But by the time I came back though, luckily the rain is gone. However, it's gonna be dark in about an hour, so oh, look at the bright side. At least there's no rain. Quite foggy though. Can't see past my nose. Been absent for a couple of days. I can't remember anything anymore. Oh, I think I need to install that thing now. Man, that is just severely overbuilt. A shed never needs to be made out of such thick material. Bunch of 2x4s should be fine for a shed. Not freaking 12x12s. It's just so unrealistic, unnecessary. Oh, and let's not forget about the 6x12s, which we're gonna add at the front end. Rear end pretty much. The only thing missing now is the diagonals, but I'm gonna do that once I finish the entire box, meaning also the front end and the sides. Once I have that rectangular piece in place, I'm gonna do all the diagonals for them. So get the hell back to work, man. Oh, that thing. I figured I'm gonna put an 8x8 in the center as well as a post instead of 6x6. Well, considering the upper beam is 6x12, then I figured maybe 6x6 is not enough. So I'm gonna make at least one more 8x8. And it's gonna land, I don't know, somewhere here. I'm not really sure. Well, I would like the post to be there, but the issue is that beam is not long enough, so that beam will actually end somewhere here, but I would really like to have the post there. Now I can do that if I glue two beams together and then lift that into place as a whole, but I'm not sure if that's, well, that's like 12 meters of beam to put it into perspective. That's a lot of meters. Not sure if that's feasible. Guess we'll see later. Let's quickly form a post out of that log. I need a post. Please. Has anyone seen my measuring tape? Focus on the front end now. Pretty straightforward. So let's just work. Honestly, I have nothing. I have nothing bad. Such PS. Dude, it's just it's amazing how this thing is just locked up. Check this crap out. It's locked there, 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 there. The post is completely locked. It's like, what? bunch of crap, man. So instead of trying to glue 2 giant 6x12s together, I'm gonna install a temporary post right there. Then I'm gonna install the first beam, then the second beam, and basically then I can remove the temporary post. I think that's a bit easier option than trying to glue those two together. Now I need something like really long and flat in order to precisely pretty much glue them together. That space is occupied, so I can't do it there, and you know, I don't think it's really doable in this mod. Well, technically it's not mod. It's more like... Dude, I'm not even gonna try to defend that. That's mod. So I'm gonna draw something temporary there. 5 seconds. 4, 5. Now I don't really need to do anything on this end, because that end will just sit into that hole. But this end I'm gonna do that notch pretty much the same as I did on the back supports, but I'm gonna make it longer, definitely longer. I'm not sure how long right now. Gonna do a bunch of math. I hate this part. Okay. Okay, so if my math is correct. Usually it's off by about a couple of light years, but if it's correct, then I should be able to do like a meter, or I could do 1.25 meters on 2 of them and half a meter on the last one. The connection joint, I mean. But I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna do a meter on this one. It should be enough, and then re-evaluate the calculations later. I think Bobcat's not gonna reach that high. Might need to use the crane. Let's see. Will Dayum color me impressed? The thing can lift pretty high. It needs to be a bit more there though, about 10 centimeters. Hopefully it's not gonna fall. Did not go as planned. Actually guys, I think I'm gonna take that one down. And the joint did get damaged a bit when it fell. It didn't broke like that way. It just kind of split with the grain. So it did not break against the grain, it split with the grain. But I still think that joint is weakened now, so I'm gonna take it down and I'm probably gonna put that one, either the next one or the last one. Kind of depends. So I'm gonna take that one down and grab another beam. I'm gonna put a couple of these screws on this side. Thing kind of wants to tilt that way, so maybe that will help. I placed the thing down, Bobcat is like, okay man, I'm a football now, I'm gonna roll that way. What the joker? Looks like the little trick worked. Guys, by the way, did you notice this thing started to, I don't know, smoke up or something like that? You know, something definitely happened because the temperature gauge, it started to climb. It was almost at the yellow. It has never been that far. And actually the problem is pretty easy. Check that out. That's the belt over there. The belt that drives the fan. Oh look! Not just the belt, the tensioner as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm missing a couple of more parts. Should be a bolt as well somewhere. Oh, I see. See something. Oh, it had a spring as well, yeah. But the bolt is American. It's some special size. Eagle size. No. Got the bolt, but now my hand is stuck. This is yeah, special bolt. It has bushing material on it, so I can't replace it with some standard crap. Guess it just came loose. I think the belt is fine. Don't see any cracks in it, though it's very greasy. The thread looks good. I'm guessing it just came loose. Although I'm pretty sure this spring is supposed to prevent that. Maybe I'm gonna put a little bit of thread locker on it. Some type of medium strength, something. Something like that. Soft lock should work. Oh man, I hate this part. The main issue is pretty simple. There is nowhere to place the camera. There is no room whatsoever. Compact piece of crap. I remember there was a hole for the spring somewhere. This was on a really silly location. I just can't remember where exactly. That thing was. No, not there. Maybe this side. I have no idea where the stupid hole is. I can't see or feel anything. Oh, it's there.
No kus kaamera on?
Joh, ei tiiris!
Vot niimoodi. Kus see kuradi auk nüüd on? Sanava.
I hate working on this thing. It's the worst thing to ever work on. Compact third.
So remember when I was working on the gear roads, I could literally
take a nap inside the freaking engine bay. Could fit my whole body in there. It's just so unreal. Now honestly, I'm kind of surprised it came loose because that spring, it should hold it pretty snugly in there. Hopefully that thread locker will do something useful. But anyway, let's continue with the build. Daylight is already running out, although I just woke up. Sawmill tractor. What do you think, guys? Is that strong enough? Technically, I don't think so. It's probably gonna hold, but maybe with time it will sag down. Probably need to reinforce this up somehow. I'm thinking... I'm gonna think up something, maybe I can figure it out. Steel will be a great option, but I don't think I have anything right now which would fit in this situation. Now let's add the final piece as well, the final piece of the puzzle. So guys, I messed up cutting the joint on both of the pieces, but apparently it doesn't matter because the failed cuts kinda cancelled each other out. Now it looks like it was... Plus that piece which I broke previously, as it turns out, I don't even need it. So even if I fail, everything kind of sorts itself out. I messed this up though. So this end is flat with that post, but that post is considerably thicker than this thing. I just didn't account for that. Whoops. Don't wanna go anymore. It's basically level almost. Oh, that's level. Huh. I think we're making progress now. Now I'm not gonna add any die logs or die pieces between the two. I figured I'm not gonna basically achieve anything with that because the roof supports which will be flat between the two structures. I mean, there will be a lot of those, and that will basically die everything together. So adding like a couple of extra pieces to the sides, I'm just might look cool, but I'm not gonna achieve anything with that. But you know me, guys. Although we don't need them, let's add them anyway. At least it's gonna look cool. Basically, I do have this beam, which is totally useless. Now it's the same. It's 6 by 12, But it's a banana. That one over there. It's a complete banana. However, if I cut it from the middle, the banana disappears. And it so happens that this piece is 6 meters, and if I cut it into two, I'm gonna have 2 corner pieces. How about that? Now I can even nicely use up the pointless banana pieces. How about that? It pains for me to cut such a lovely piece in half, but nah. What are you gonna do with the banana beam? Sometimes you just gotta take a loss. There is no other way. Bloody hell. You okay, man? You appear to be drunk or something. But anyway, guys, as useless structural pieces go, that thing's pretty high up there. Let's go add one more. very good. This is like rope dancing. Pretty close though. Doesn't look as cool as I thought it would be. Huh. By the way, I have a pretty cool camera stand. Check it out, my tripod. Actually the wheel bod. Bobcat. Bobcat. How about that? Technically, I don't really like it. I think it looks kind of weird. Like a cheap attempt to make something impressive failed. It would probably look a lot better if you flip it and then install it between the two posts, but that's just considerably harder for me to pull off. However, it has one thing going for it, that being a 6x12, and I'm planning to install 2x6s as roof support on the shed. Then I can incorporate that piece as a roof support as well. At least we have that going for me, which is a plus, I guess. Right now though, I'm gonna keep them as is, and if I don't really like them, I'm gonna change the iteration, install them vertical. But anyway, let's focus on the diagonal supports now, and I'm gonna follow the tradition as well as the tradition is so far, just beef cape everything. And I'm gonna use those 6x6s as diagonal supports. There's actually just enough for me here. So I've got 2 longer pieces which I'm gonna install this way, also one on that end, and 4 shorter pieces which I'm gonna install like that. You know, luckily these things are pretty dry. They're very lightweight. So whether kuhu sa lähed, jobu? Stay, please. Well, guys, that's about it with the main diagonals. However, I do want to install a couple of more. And right now, I don't really. Well, the corners are secure, but right from the center. Sorry, my tongue is stuck sometimes. It's something that I can't fix. Sorry, but from the center, it will still wobble. Sadly, I can't install any near the bandsaw bed. One option is right there, but honestly, I don't want to install one here. I think it's gonna bother me when I'm cutting lumber. Now, just imagine if I have a post like I do right now. That's definitely gonna bother me. So maybe we don't need that one, but I definitely want to install one here. There will be an enclosed wall in this area. Oh, by the way, the box, the room, it's gonna be this wide. Actually pretty good. It's almost 3 meters, 2.7 something. So about 2.7 times 3.2 meters. Gonna be a pretty decent space. What I'm gonna put here though, I'm not really sure. I will figure that part out in the future. But you know, let's install the last missing diagonals. Lumber, I need some lumber. Be right back. Gotta go to the forest. Look what I found. What a sexy piece. It was just chilling in there. Already cut and all. I mean, beavers are doing some amazing work. Sealt ei saa, seda peab olema, ma ei tea, kuskilt siin või, tuleb alla, keerab sinna. Dude, it's way past my bedtime right now. My brain is not working. I need to, so if I cut it from there, it's not gonna fall down, it's gonna get stuck, right? I need to cut it there, but at a different angle. More from the top. More from the top. Mida sa üldse tegid, ma ei saa aru. Mis sa sealt lõid? Pane midagi peale, et aru ka saad. Siit pead lõikama, noh. Sita pead. It's just a matter of time until I'm gonna run out of lumber, man. And then I have to go visit the angry beavers again. Hakkab väikselt looma juba. Wow, that is pretty flat. She needs to be a bit lower. How many times I have to do this? It's getting weird now. Once is fine. Twice, super fine. But man, 76,000 times. That is perfecto. Guys, check that box out. That is just insane. The little room that I'm gonna have here, it's gonna be pretty small, but the thing is made out of 8x8s, 6x12s, freaking diagonals out of 6x6s. Man, I could probably park Joseph up there, no problemo. Doesn't need to be this thick, never it needs to be this thick. Bunch of 2-inch boards, man, that's enough. But anyway, guys, I can't really think straight anymore. I need my bedtime milk and cookies, so gonna see what I can do tomorrow, okay? Oh man. You know what? That piece up there, it looks so weird. I just hate it so much. You know what? I'm gonna try to redo that. Gonna give it a bit more percentage. Try a bit harder. I think it's completely stuck. I mean, it does move, but honestly, I'm not really surprised. Dry birch, guys. It's a very dense block of wood. I'm gonna dry this thing, maybe it will work. I think the screw will just break, but we'll see. No way, man. Full throttle there. Well, there's only one thing left to do. I mean, it's obvious. Something's gonna break, man. Something's gonna break loose, I mean. Good little ducky. Now that looks a lot better. Although structurally, no difference whatsoever. It just looks a lot better. I'm gonna do the other end as well. I mean, look at that crap. And then observe this crap. beefcake. But anyway, I think I'm gonna start wrapping this video up now. It's kind of getting long. Now I know I said that I want to finish it in one video, but there's still a lot left to do, and I don't want the video to be like 4 hours long. Now I know that you guys don't mind that, but dude, it's a bit difficult for me to edit a 4-hour video. The software that I use, it kind of starts to glitch out at about 2 hours, and it will definitely go beyond space-time. You can even edit week-long videos with that, but you know, the longer it gets, the bigger the project gets, the slower it gets, more frequent crashes, lags. Oh, and let's not forget about the 20+ hour upload time which is required. So before we wrap it up though, oh, by the way, I use Vegas 20 as the software. I would say it's a pretty decent thing. But before we wrap this up, let's add something there. The very dangerous joint. Now I've had some time to think about it and do have a couple of ideas how to reinforce this situation. Sadly, I don't have any steel blades laying around. That would be the best option. Just bolt a steel blade there somewhere. But I think just some normal plywood, some thicker plywood should do the trick as well. Basically, I might pull it off. Okay, well that should hold, at least help to hold. I mean, plywood is pretty strong if installed like that, right? Should be pretty okay. However, I'm gonna add one more piece to further secure that joint. Basically, I'm thinking like a diagonal piece, like that, but with an extra, something extra to something like that. Stop waving your hands like a bird, man. But dude, I don't know what to say. Sucks to suck. I'm gonna use that piece. It's a bit weird looking, don't get me wrong. Definitely weird looking. But honestly, I think what I'm trying to use it for, it should work, it should fine. Plus I can use it up then, and I don't need to get it up to firewood. You know, I think it's safe to remove the draining crutches now. Why is it so hard for you to fall down? Oh, now you break. Yeah. No, I think that should help out a little bit, right? That piece there will hold the diagonal somewhat up, and the diagonal will provide some extra support to that joint. Better than nothing, correct? Also, it appears that the joint seems to hold right now, so I'm gonna add there as well, one of those things. You can make it equal. I like equalness. Should be fair. What do you think, guys? I think it should be good enough to work as a band sawmill shed. Hmm? And look at that, bro. Definitely starting to take shape now. I'm actually starting to like this setup. I'm really super happy that I got to use up those beams. I mean, they've been sitting there for at least 2 years now, and I just wanted to get rid of this. I never liked this situation. So ugly. Although it did its job perfectly. Kept the lumber nicely dry. And currently I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this space. Most likely I'm just gonna let it grass up. But nah, if you have some ideas, then technically if I did remove that tree, then it would maybe make sense to expand the spaceport a bit. However, I would need to replant those pine trees again. By the way, the trees are actually doing pretty good. Although some of them are missing a head, but apparently that doesn't matter. All the trees that I replanted, none of them have died. So all the trees here on this line and the ones behind the shed. This does look a bit different colored, but maybe that's just some phase, the teenage phase maybe. I did have to zip tie some of these trees to the ground because the wind just kept pushing them over. But you know, they're all still green, and I really like that I got this nice little green wall. If they take effect and grow larger, then I might just trim off the tops, you know. Then I should get a nice green wall behind the shed. That would be really great. These little ones though, I'm afraid that maybe they're not gonna get enough sunlight. I mean, the shed will block all the sunlight, so these things probably will never grow bigger. They won't die, they will just kind of chill like so. But yeah guys, one option would be to actually expand the spaceport a bit. You know, just expand it. Well, I would definitely want to have some trees between the spaceport and the road. So I would definitely need to replant some of these trees. But right now I'm not sure I want to do that. Maybe that's fine. Maybe I don't need to expand my spaceport. Not sure right now. I still haven't got that thing down. I mean, it's a weird looking drunk hobo, but it's my type of hobo, man. Whatever that means. I'm gonna keep it there for the time being. As for the shed, I think I finished the hardest part. Getting the main structure up. Post and beams. You know what? Let's call this episode Post and Beams. Why not? So let's just kind of wrap this one up. I will basically pick up this project immediately. However, I will shave my beard again. So I'm gonna go now. I have nothing left to add. See you later. Bunch of alligators.